Alright, just getting ready for Twitch to come up. Alright, looks like both are up. And we will see. Alright, so today we are going to be doing the truck race. So we'll be at Indianapolis. Same with ARCA. And hopefully it all works out well. Let's see qualifying. Let's see how well the lone owner team does. Looks like last place, about 0.3 seconds off from everybody else. So it should be interesting. So starting from the bottom.
Drivers.
And here we go. Oh, looks like 26 is having some issues. So we take a look at, he's jumping down to get into the pits. That's probably not what he wanted to see starting out. And Crum in at 26. As we see the number 6 car, the new truck driver, Tim Pitch, is definitely at the back of the starting grid. So we'll see how well he is able to, or what he's able to do. So it looks like 26 and the pace car about to go into the pits. And here we go. And they are green. Looks like the 63 got a great start there. Jennings going to learn all these drivers' numbers again. Don't think I got ARCA for the most part down pat, but this new truck series, I don't know any of these drivers. As we take a look at the end of the line, looks like Pitch in that 6 car is starting to work his way up. Hopefully he's able to move up a couple of positions and stay out of trouble. So we will have to see what happens. As we see a ton of movement going on up here at the top. There is a ton of battling going on. There's almost a 3 right here between that number 2 car and then... Oh, there goes the number 5. He cut right in front of the number 4. Surprised he didn't get turned right there. So we look up, looks like a 3 wide going right here between the 9, 8, and 21. Looks like the 9 and 21 were able to pull away from that 3 wide. We're going 3 wide into the corner here in Indianapolis. Just does not work. You see right behind them, the 00 almost turned that number 8 car. As they do start to slide up a little bit. It looks like everybody got safe from there. As we see everybody is just right next to each other. Looks like there was a little bit of wiggling going on up here in the top 10. With the leader basically pulling away. Looks like the 26 finally got back out onto the track, but he's multiple laps down and is probably just looking to get a couple more positions if there's an issue going on. We're on lap 3 of 48. Ooh, as the 35 and 33 almost get together. You saw the 33 wiggle a little bit as he taps the inside of the 88 Menards car. Everybody able to stay clean there. Just scroll up to this battle. Everybody's racing very close here. So we are on lap 3 currently of 48. So far a clean start as drivers are starting to stretch out. It's like the leader in the 63 car is starting to pull away. As we take a look at the 6 car who has moved up a couple positions. One because the car ended up dropping out of the pace lap. And then these two, looks like there may have been some issues. Looks like, oh, there is a car turned as the 88 strolls right back into the field, collecting the 22, 84, 20, 98, the 33, the 4, the 21, and the 50. all get involved in an issue. As heavy damage on that 52's front, as the 33's is trying to catch up. Oh, the 4. I don't know why you didn't see that 52. As we take a look at some of the other cars going, or trucks, racing back to get to the line. Doesn't look like there are any other issues. But we're going to take a look, see what happened. And start that crash. Looks like it may have been 2 different crashes slightly. There's one. There's the one of them. Looks like the 84 may have gotten tangled with somebody. It looks like the 14 just clipped the outside wall and just takes the 84 with him. And then the 84 goes straight into that inside wall, hard hit. And it basically just slams or slides right back into the pack. And just clips that 44, and then the 38 and 21 nowhere to go. It looks like everybody else that were safe there. And the 44 slides into the wall. And then here comes a pack of cars just out of the way. Looks like the 6 car did end up getting ended up missing everybody. So we see this last group right here, or the second group. It looks like again somebody tapping the wall. Turning the 38 just tries to get back into the racing and just kind of clips somebody. And it was multiple cars. He races back to the line, so definitely what I think the 29 wanted is he needed to get the pack to squish back up. As now we fast forward, get back to live and see what's going to go on. I don't know if they're going to be an ARCA race tonight. I just want to get the truck race done so that we can get basically up to date with everything. You see multiple cars going into the pits. Looks like it's clean, for the most part clean. There's a little bit going on right here, but looks like everybody's good. As everybody now is just catching up to the lead, or to the pace car to get back onto the, I'll get ready for green flag in a couple of laps. As you see, a couple of cars definitely are in a spot where they don't need to be, as all the drivers are just trying to sort themselves out. It looks like for the most part everybody is getting where they need to be. So as we take a look at the only player car of T-Pitch currently in 24th position, so that wreck definitely helped him as it took out about 10 cars. As we get on to the last caution lap. Looks like the 00 is a lap down. And as we scroll up to see, it looks like T-Pitch moved up to 18th position in that 6 car, so he's definitely where he needs to go, but definitely needs to stay out of trouble. Not sure if this 00 car is a fast car or if he's going to cause some issues once the green flag falls. Let's see, I know for these truck races, the first couple of weeks until we get a couple more player cars are going to be basically one car, or one truck, I guess, of a player car. So yeah, we'll definitely see how well this works. We have to look to see maybe different overlay or something just to differentiate itself from the car owner league. As we are getting ready for the green flag, one car a lap down. I think about 10 cars that ended up having to pull out of the race after that crash. As we are on lap 7 of 48, so we got about 40 laps to go. Hopefully we can get a decent stretch of green flag laps once we go back to green. Take a look at the leader currently, pole in this 30 car. Looks to be pretty good. I think the 63 led a few laps in the Jay Jenny is the 63 Segday car, or Segpay. Not sure if that's D or P. As we cars are getting ready for green flag. And they are green. So it looks like the 30 got a great run on that green flag. The 00 looks like he is definitely not going as fast as he should, or should be going, as he is just causing cars to bunch up all behind him. And then that 5 car just tapping him to saying get out of the way. So yeah, I mean, it does not look like much is wrong with that 00 car, but it does look like maybe some internal issue is causing him not to be able to keep up the speed, as he is causing a pack all behind him, as he is just not moving out of the way for this pack, which is really screwing a lot of these drivers up. As we do enter the turn, this is one of the dangerous parts of the race with a super slow car in front of everybody. Well, it does look like somebody got turned. There's 30, the leader got turned around. He definitely needs to stay up. It does collect a few people. There have been multiple cars in that wreck, so we catch up to the lead to see what's going on. Not sure what happened with the leader. We can rewind and see what happened. He was leading the race. He may have, not sure if he got loose or looks like everybody just caught up to him. Yeah, it looks like that backpack caught up to him. He's trying to block everybody, turns. Yeah, it goes 3 wide. He's getting pushed to the edge. It looks like that 9 car just turns him. We're gonna have to see what happened. It looks like so that 30 car is going to slide down. Looks like maybe he may have barely tapped the wall, but was not able to save it. And then the 19 car is trying to get out of the way, just gets clipped on the side and ends up taking that 68, and then the 30 just takes out the 28, and everybody's just sliding. That 3 had nowhere to go. And all these cars right now just trying to stay up. Oh, and there's the 00. Just getting hard hit. Probably taking him out of the race. Not sure if that was on purpose for for holding up a few people. But that's probably going to take the 00 out for the day, and then the 8, who just wrong place, wrong time, got hit. And it looks like for the most part everybody else stayed safe. 28 gone. Everybody else is trying to get back to racing. Yeah, it's trying to get back to the start and finish line. And now we fast forward to the live. See, it's like everybody's gonna run into the pits because, you know, why not? Just yellow flag. Definitely a lot of work to do for some of these drivers. So we take a look at some of the accident. Looks like another about 5 or 6 cars, about 3 cars actually, maybe 4 cars, ended up leaving because of that accident, which pushes up the player car to 20th position, which is definitely good. So definitely an exciting race so far. As we get ready to go green flag again. I don't think there's any lapped cars. 51 might be lapped. Looks like the 8 has some heavy damage in the front. We'll see if he's able to keep speed, or if he's going to cause some issues later on in the race. There's 30 car who was leading for about a half a lap, I guess, before he ended up getting turned, trying to get as the second group caught up to him. 26, who basically had issues at the start of the race, has come back and is up to 22nd. So definitely something good thing he was able to get back into this race. As we scroll up, looks like Pitch right now is in 10th position. Definitely something, some crazy stuff going on with all the different wrecks. He definitely does not have the greatest truck in the world, but with all the wrecks going on, he is, and being able to stay out of the wrecks, being pushed back to the back of the pack, definitely going to be an interesting position for him. As we are getting close to going back green flag. We are on lap 13 of 48, so have yet to have a real long green flag period before a crash starts. So definitely an interesting start to the Indianapolis truck race. As we were getting ready to get going, the 56 car of Dean getting the green flag and then getting a good run on that 41 car. Does look like that 35 didn't get the greatest run, as he dropped about a half a car length behind the 41, but 55 didn't get the greatest start. Ooh, it looks like the 40 ended up blowing an engine before the green flag on there, as we see the 8 is dropping back. That missing that front hood, even in a truck, just kills your aerodynamics and causes you to slow down. So that may cause issues if there is a long green flag period, as he's going to get, the leaders are going to catch up to him extremely fast. As we do see this 30 car definitely is not keeping the speed as he once was when he was leading this lap, or was when he led a couple of laps. So definitely not what he wanted to see, but if there's still more issues going on, he may be able to move up. So we scroll up and see Pitch in the 11th. Looks like he's already dropped at least one position. You can definitely see that multiple cars are catching him as he bumps into the side of that 11 and gets pushed into the wall. That's definitely not what he wanted to see. Hopefully he didn't damage too much of his car, especially those tires. If he has to go for a green flag lap or green flag pit stop, he is not going to end very well, as he's causing a ton of cars to group up right behind him, which may cause some issues for some of these cars. As you see, his car not the fastest car in the world, but him staying out of trouble definitely did help. Hopefully he can stay out of any trouble so far. Does look like we have gone a couple of laps, so that's definitely good, but we do see that 56 was leading this at the green has dropped down to 8th positions. Oh, it looks like the leaders ended up tapping each other, which now he is, multiple cars are sitting in there. It's hard hits by everybody, and there goes the 88 in the air as he is on his hood. Multiple cars, and there's a bit, look like the leaders tapped each other, and it caused them to just crash. Let's take a look at some of these. It looks like Pitch in that 6 car did get into that one, which may end his day, as we try to figure out, well, what happened to start this crash. Though it does look like the 30, that red car, is not having a great day. Yeah, it looks like the 51 of Kurt Busch just cuts and nowhere to go, as the 63 is just trying to get back in control. The 35 trying to get low, clips the 10, and then the 23. It looks like the 10 was able to get going again. Did hit the wall. See if they are okay. But yeah, everybody's getting collected. And then we see the 3 or 6 coming in at the top, hard on the brakes, but nowhere to go as he slams hard into the there. And then we see the 80, looks like the 88 just. We can take a look at a cockpit view. Slow motion hard into the back, and he just gets hit hard. And basically looks like he is flying in the air as he goes over. Yeah, nothing he could have done. As we see, there's nowhere for really anybody to go. So we scroll up, seeing a couple cars racing back to the line. But a ton of cars, just their days are done. So we fast forward. It was like hard engine, massive engine trouble with the 6, the 51. A lot of these guys are done for the day. It looks like the 5 is now leading for now. So we fast forward to see what we can see. What happens? So we take a look. Looks like there's still some cars that are deciding whether they're going to pull out or not. Looks like Pitch in that 6 truck is done for the day. Looks like he may drop down to 24th, which is a decent position for his first truck race. But we have a ton of cars out of this, or trucks out of this race. We're now up to 12 cars left. As we're lap 20 of 48, definitely a super eventful race. Looks like the 30 is still in this race. As the 5 takes the green flag, we see if we can get a decent stretch of green flag laps, as we have not had too many, as we do see a couple cars jumping to the inside. Hopefully nobody else gets clipped. We do see some movement. There's 3 wide going on here. 3 wide is not where you want to be in Indianapolis. These cars are trying to sort themselves out. So there are only about 12 trucks left. So we see another 3 wide into this corner. The 3 wide is terrible place to be. It looks like 11 ended up getting passed by this entire group. I think he wanted to slow down so he didn't end up getting turned around. So you see a battle for the lead between this number 5 and 82 of Hill and 5 of Warner. So 82 is getting a look on the inside. Looks like he may be able to pass him. Looks like he is able to pass the 5, at least in that corner. Though he does not slide up to try to close the door. But he does have this inside line. See if the 5 can cross him. Looks like he will cross him. But was not able to do it that turn. He is right on his corner trying to move him out of the way. He is definitely not going to make too many friends if he keeps racing that way. But for now, it looks like the 82 is leading. As we're on lap 23 of 48, so we have not gotten through, only about halfway through this race, because of all of the issues that we've been having. I mean, we're down to 12 cars, so there shouldn't be too many more issues. Especially once to see everybody starting to stretch out, which is definitely good. but we'll see if they're all going to catch up to that last place car, which is definitely not able to keep the same speed as these leaders are. These guys are going about 180 miles an hour, so it's very, very fast. As that third place car now has finally caught up to these two, battling for the lead. Looks like the 10 tried to jump down in to go 3 wide. Definitely not what you want to do. As a 5 now is the help by that 10 car. As a 5 looks like he fully passed that 82, now slides up to close that door. And then as they enter the corner, ooh, that 41 just side swipes that 82 to get past him as well. So there may be some issues going on in this backpack. It looks like there was a slower car that ended up getting bumped a few times. So we take a look at this race going into this corners. We're on lap 24.48, about halfway through. See if there's any issues here, as the 33 does try to stick his nose in between those two, 3 wide, the 50 and the 11, as the 11 looks like he's continuing to drop. As we see the 75 is pulling away very fast. So we take a look at the leaders. Looks like the 10 has finally caught up to the 5 and is trying to take the lead. 10 I think is Cobb. So she's doing very well today. So we take a look. It's like that second pack for the most part has stretched itself back out. As we see this battle for the top 4 is going extremely strong, with Cobb right now in first place. And now these first 4 cars now for the most part are basically going 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll take a look at this battle for basically it's top 10 battle. As we see the 50 dropping back a little bit, probably not wanting to go 3 wide, as 56 now is trying to work his way back up to the lead. As we do see Cobb ended up getting pushed back to almost 4th place, almost clips the front of the 41. So as they, for the most part, just moving back and forth from 1st to 4th in this first group. As we see everything going on. Looks like 56 is just trying to get back towards the front of this track. Hopefully everything goes good here. As we do see a battle for the lead between the 5 dropping back against the 82. Looks like the 82 is having some help by 10 of Cobb. Looks like the 41 now has finally caught back up. Seems they can push the 5 to 4th place. Doesn't look like he's going to, as the 41 has decided to see he's going to help push the 5, but with that outside line, I don't think he's going to be able to. As we do see the cars are catching this number 8 car. They may be catching him pretty quickly, and that may cause some issues. And the next would be this 30 car, who surprisingly is still in the race. Although they looks like they are going 3 wide, entering into the corner. That is not what they want to see right now, as they kind of bunch up next to each other to stay out of the wall. Get them sorting themselves out. It looks like the leaders have finally caught up to that very, very slow 8 car. We'll see if the 8 car is going to stay out of the way, or if he's going to... Ooh, nope, he's not going to get out of the way. He's going to try to block those leaders. Looks like that front group looks like they're going to get past him. But that 82 getting stuck behind him is not going to make him too happy, as the 8 is now just trying to block these 2 guys. And it looks like that 41 definitely doesn't look too happy following, just hugging that corner of that number 8 car. Doesn't look like he will try to turn him, but definitely not what that 41 wanted to see, as he does see the leaders are just pulling away from him. You see cars are starting to think about pit stops now. We're on 29 of 48, so we're getting towards the end of this race. Do you see Klingerman in that 75 getting some tires on? And then we see a few of these backpack cars now jumping into the pits. We'll see if that early pit stop is going to help Klingerman out. It probably should, because I think he's already out of the pits. He should definitely get his lap back, and we'll see. It really depends on when these two cars are going to go into the pits. They should probably go in together, but you never know, seeing and there are multiple teams. It does look like that 5 is going to come in, as he's slowing down a lot, and the Cobb right there in that 10 is going to follow him. Though it does look like that 41, who got pushed extremely far back by that number 8 car, is going to keep going. I think take the lead and lead a lap. We see some of these groups of cars starting to come back out onto the track. We'll see if Klingerman is able to get his lap back and end up passing a few of these guys. As number 2, Forrester, right behind him. Can take a look. So there's a couple laps down, a couple cars with some laps down, but I think they should be able to get it back during this scheduled pit stop on green flags. Though that 7 looks like he's going a lot faster than that 75. But it looks like that 7 now has decided to go into the pits. As Klingerman probably will get his lap back, and will move up a little bit. As we see most of these cars now getting back into the track. The 8 car definitely not going very fast. As we see Klingerman now, about 4 cars lap down. We'll see on this lap, once everybody gets back going, if Klingerman's still a lap down. I don't believe he should be a lap down, but we'll definitely see. As Ericsson in this 41, supposedly still leading. So definitely interesting with all these pit stops. Looks like most of them are done. Like Klingerman picked up another position passing that 56 car. So I think those tire changes definitely helped him out. As we see Ericsson, looks like maybe good to go back into first place, staying out a little bit longer. With Cobb and Warner now 4th and 5th place, so it looks like they've got some work to do. So it looks like Klingerman didn't end up getting that lap back. So very interesting. Sure, he is hoping for a caution at some point. We're on lap 33 of 48. And it looks like there may be some issues with the 30, unless this is when they're supposedly taking their pit stops. They may be on a completely different pit schedule, with them being involved in a couple of wrecks earlier in this race. It looks like 41 is now going into the pits. probably going to give up his lead. As we see, it's like Cobb and Warner in that Ford now battling and still battling out, trying to get one or two more positions. 34-48. We bring up the race. I guess we could keep an eye on that lap counter as well as who's in lead and who's not. Looks like Cobb got a decent run out of that corner. Not able to or not able to pass that 5 of Warner. And it looks like they passed that 30 car, who looks like he's in the pits, and maybe passing that 41 car. As Cobb right now is just following that back corner of that 5 car. We'll see if they were able to catch up to the 41. So we'll see on this lap how far back they are. Yeah, it looks like the 5 has taken the lead from the 41. I think that pit stop ended up causing that 41 to drop back a little bit, so we'll definitely keep an eye on that. As now, though, basically the battle for the race, which seems like now is a battle between these two right here. As we're about 10 laps to go. So that 10 car with Cobb is right on the back of Warner's car in that 5. So definitely about 10 laps to go. A lot of track, a lot of racing still to go with 10 laps. So Cobb in that 10 is just waiting for her time to make a move on that 5 car. He or she is just right on his corner. See if that 6 car or that 8 car is going to get out of the way. Looks like he did try to get out of the way, but Cobb just did not end up following the Warner right past him. I mean, Cobb did get right past him later, but it looked like he moved out of the way, but Cobb was just in the same line as he was. So we'll see about this 50. 50 definitely is much faster than the 8 car. As the 5 looks like he's going to put down that 50 car lap down. And now has a pretty sizable lead against the 10 of Cobb. You can see about 10 laps to go. And he has about maybe 10, 15 car or 10 car or truck lengths behind him, plus a lapped car. And that 50 car is not going to move out of the way. Though if they keep following each other, maybe a Cobb may be able to push. And it looks like there was a spin. As a caution did come out. Not sure who ended up spinning, but that's definitely going to help out some of these guys to try to scrunch the pack back up, maybe helping out that 50 as well. As we try to see what happened. So yeah, it looks like a battle going on between the 11-7 and 33. goes 3 wide, and definitely, you know, Indianapolis exiting a corner 3 wide, not what you want to do, as the 7 just goes up into the 11, sending the 11 down. See if he hits the wall, if he's able to save. It didn't look like he had too much damage on his car. It looks like the beginning of that turn definitely did save him, and the fact there were no other cars really around, as he almost goes back up and clips the 7. Oh yeah, it looks like he did end up hitting that wall. So a little bit of front damage. And then him hitting that wall definitely is going to cause the caution to come out so they can clean and make sure there's no other debris getting dropped. So it looks like the 11 does have some front end damage. We'll see if that's going to hurt him aerodynamically towards the end of this race, as we only have about 10 laps to go. So we can go forward, we can go ahead and fast forward. So we are about to go back green. We basically bunched up the pack again. So there should be some races going on now. As we're going to have about 5 laps to go once we go back green. So we'll definitely see if the 5 and 10 are going to be able to pull away, and they'd have that buffer truck of the 50, which is a lap down. So we'll see if the third or fourth is going to be able to come up and try to make a play for the win towards the end of this race. We have about 5 laps to go, as we do see the 5 and 10 start to pull away. The 82 though is right there with them. See if these cars in the back stay clean. Looks like they are. They're just trying to get out of, or trying to get past that 8 car. Looks like they finally were able to. So it looks like maybe a top 3 race, with Hill coming in at the end of the race having a chance for the win. As we see Warner in that 5 really start to pull away. So we can see the 82 now try to work on Cobb, see if he's able to get past her. Only a few laps remaining, so he definitely needs to make his move if he's going to. And here he comes onto the inside of Cobb in this first corner, sliding up, kind of pushing her towards the wall, probably causing her to have to slow down a little more. See if she's able to cross him to try to get her position back. Does not look like she's going to be able to. So as of right now, the 82 has taken over the second place position from Cobb, and now has his sights set on Warner in that first place position with about 4 laps to go. But it doesn't look like Cobb is going to give that position up without a fight. Oh, it looks like she taps him a little bit to try to move him out of the way. That basically caused them both to kind of slow down and let the 82 stay in front of her. So we take a look at some of the other battles going on, not too many. It looks like this lead battle is probably going to be the most interesting one. As it looks like the 82 has caught up. He's caught back up to the 5. Let's see if he's going to stay clean to get past him, as he is making his move now. Trying to get past that 5. He knows there's about 3 laps to go, and basically any caution is probably going to end the race. So he definitely wants to be in the lead if there's going to be caution. It's definitely been an eventful race. So he's right on the back of the 5, looking for his looking for the opening. Looked like there was an opening there, but was not able to capitalize on it, as he's right back behind that 5, almost touching him as he's racing. So we get to lap 46. Couple laps remaining. Is he gonna make the move now? Looks like he's trying to, but that 5 is just so good exiting the corners. Looks like entering this corner, he's able to stay on the inside. He has a little bit of help from Cobb, though she slides up. It looks like she's not going to choose who she's going to be helping. as they go towards the corner. Looks like she may try to push the 82, but then again, she slides right back up to try to help Warner, but then she decides they're going to go 3 wide, at least attempt to. Not able to complete it, but with that attempt to go 3 wide, that caused Warner in that 5 to slow down, which basically gives the lead to Hill in that 82 car. As we see, looks like Warner now has decided to go on the inside of Cobb, see if he can get back in striking distance of the leader, as he does pass Cobb. And of course, looks like 4th place now in that 41 car. He's caught up as they were battling and may put himself in position for a top 3 position, as the 82 of Hill now is pulled away. As the cars are coming down, just get the white flag this time. And the 82 of Hill has a decent or sizable lead. Though in 1 lap at this track, you can definitely catch that lead very quickly. It looks like Cobb now has decided she's going to try to take that 2nd place position. The 41 of Ericsson is right there with her, trying to get that podium finish. Of course, now they have the look of Hill as at least 1 truck length ahead of them, as the 5 is looking to finish, or looking for a top 3 to take the back from Ericsson, as it does not look like anybody's going to catch up to Hill. Is he going to come down and win this as long as nothing happens? And there goes the 82 of Hill wins, followed by Cobb, and then Ericsson, and then Warner is the top 4. Well, it does look like there was an issue on that last lap. We can rewind and actually see. Oh yeah, it looks like that last lap there was so a battle 4-5. So it looks like a battle for 5. Looks like actually 7 was just trying to pass the 50, because 50 is a lap down. It looks like the 50 and 7 just get together on this last lap, sending the 50, looks like, into the wall. Yeah, 50 hard into the wall. And then the 7 sliding up to 75, nowhere for the 75 to go. And then the 56 just pulls right in front of the 56. So Dean, wrong place, wrong time, nowhere for him to go. As on this last lap crash, taking out multiple cars. But definitely helped out a couple of these drivers. I think they ended up being able to pick up 3 or 4 extra positions. So as we take a look at the final standing, super eventful race, and I think we only had 11 cars now finish the race. So yeah, congratulations to Hill winning the truck race, followed by Cobb, Ericsson, Warner. And then the first, the only player car finished 24th, but ended up crashing out of this race. So we'll go ahead and save that so we can add it to the points. No, we will truck 13 and 14 maybe. I don't know what I would. There we go. So 14. All right, so congratulations, Hill. I know definitely not one of the more popular series at the moment, since there's only one player car in trucks. But it's definitely going to be an eventful series. Hopefully see a couple more player trucks get moved, or player trucks, in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I will see you next